Good morning. Sometimes I just laugh before I make my broadcast because God is good. God is honestly good. I mean, it's been 2 days. It's actually been 2 days that I've been able to talk, to share, to advise, to teach. But just before I listened to my just before I started my broadcast, a friend of mine called Apollo. My goodness, we've been friends for what? Let's not say the years for me to count. It's been years. And as in UTL, so you can imagine. And he was working for which company? I can't remember. And he was just telling me now that, Jackie, life can be tough. Life can be hard, but you have to be hard. You have to be hard. And I believe that I have really tried to be hard to an extent where you decide that, you know what, it's now between you and God. It's between you and God. And if you have a husband, between you and God and your husband, you know. And this season of my sickness has taught me um, a lot of things. It has taught me that if you're not valuable, you're not needed. I have lost friends. I've lost everything. Not everything, but in terms of acquaintances, in terms of friends, in terms of birthdays, those days, gone. Why? Because Jackie's sick and Jackie is not interesting anymore. Jackie doesn't party anymore. Jackie doesn't go out anymore. Jackie is in Imbara. How are we going to be able to deal with this Jackie? But it has made me stronger. It has made me stronger. Thanks to my dad, thanks to my dad, to my siblings, for making me a strong woman. For making me a strong woman. And thanks to, I don't care. You reach a time when in life where you don't care what people believe, you don't care what people hear, because they're not there in your life anymore. And we are so driven by, oh my goodness, what will people say? Instead of looking at what is helping you today. So when I talk about my dad, I say, oh God, thank you for my dad. When I say I talk about my siblings, thank you. Thank you for my cousins. Thank you for my friends here in Imbara. And most importantly, thank you for Emma. Emma is my sweetheart. Emma has done things that I cannot even talk about. I think one day I'll talk about Emma, but he has done things that no one would imagine. No one would imagine. Or maybe this podcast is about that. Then I'll talk about the blended family next time. This is Jackie Musimek Guru, aka JMK, and welcome to Real Talk. One thing I've learned about sickness, one thing I've learned about being down, sometimes staying down, gives you a mirror. You can look through the mirror and know, oh my goodness, what has just happened? This person used to call me every day. Of course. This person used to, check on me, find out how I am. The people that actually check on me, I get shocked. I honestly get shocked. I have a friend in the UK called Jackson. Oh, Jackson. Jackson were in Buganda Road together. And he will not pass a day without saying something. I have Sophie who checks on me. We laugh. When Sophie calls me, I tell her, Sophie, we'll talk another day because we don't take less than 2 hours talking with Sophie. So if you know you have something you're doing, you tell Sophie, Sophie, I'll call you later. And there have been others. But I want to thank Emma. Most of you don't know Emma. One thing that shocks me and still shocks me today about Emma is what do they still use? We still use cornered. He cornered me when I was sick. Of course, people started talking. She's sick. He wants to take her money. He wants to. Emma has done things for me that I can't believe. Up to today. By this, sometimes I think I'm in a dream. Sometimes I think I'm in a dream. Because, first of all, there's Sam who is like my brother. Who's actually my brother. I call him my brother. And Sam introduced Emma to me. And Sam said he sat down with Emma and told Emma everything wrong about me. Everything. Even relationships. Everything. Because Sam is a person that we discuss a lot and talk a lot about, different things in life. So he knew my story. He started from the father of my kids. He talked about how the father of my kids really loves his kids. He talked about the different relationships that I've had, the number of times I've gotten married. Then he went to don't ever insult her father. He told me that. Sam told him, don't ever say anything bad about her dad. And her dad, me, the way I feel about daddy, I don't know whether it is the way daddy feels about me. Talking about your relationships sometimes brings bad, what can I call it? Bad scent. It makes people not feel good, so they try their level best to destroy it. But I've been with Emma for 8 months, coming to 9 months in December, and I've never talked about Emma. People who know me know that I would have already put him on my profile pic, I would have put him on my what. But you grow and you learn. Emma, after hearing everything that Sam had told him, he said, I don't know whether I'm an angel from the Lord or something, but I want to date that girl irrespective of what you've said. Emma said, for real? But she's going to be a burden. He said, I want to date her. So there are different functions we had. There's a friend of ours who lost his girlfriend, so we gathered here after the burial. Emma was there. Emma told me that he used to come and see me in hospital. I had no idea. And then we had the proposal of Sam, and of course Emma was here. I had no idea. No idea. I'm focusing on my sickness. I'm focusing on my crutches. I'm focusing on making sure that I don't fall. When you're hosting and then you're not well, and in hospital you're always on drip and you're tired, you're sedated, you all kinds of things. And especially the depression part is where I really wanted him to understand. So we meet somewhere, and I tell him even before he talks, I told him, Emma, first of all, I'm extremely flattered that you want to go out with me after everything Sam said. But I want to explain to you in detail what these diseases do, what you have to go through. This is not a game. He told me, I googled all of them. Keep mouth closed. Can we order? And one thing I like about him, he doesn't drink. So it's a good thing for me. Emma, Emma bought me a car, the new Noah, new model, to make me comfortable. I'm not yet allowed to drive by the psychiatrist, but he said, when you can drive, this is your car, it's in your names. Be comfortable. Emma, I still get shocked, but anyway. Emma asks me he'll call me like 4 times a day. He's a very busy person. So hardly at home. So he'll call me, he'll ask me, are you okay? Are you comfortable? One thing that happened is that I lost all appetite for food. All appetite for food. But you wonder why the weight is still there. But anyway, I lost all appetite for food and I eat ice cream. And I always call him, I go to the fridge, I check, there's no ice cream. I call him, I tell him, Emma, ice cream is finished. He says, it's okay, I'll bring more. He recently got me a certified nurse. I think he realized that I needed a certified nurse after Nicole was here. Nicole was here about 2 weeks ago. I think she's going to Nairobi today. But when Nicole came, she asked for each and every doctor I deal with and wanted to understand exactly what her mother was going through. And as a nurse, she said she was actually shocked. She said, Mommy, you have undermined your sickness. I told her, why would you say that I've undermined my sickness? But in my mind, I knew why. Because I was getting um, insult, I was getting, you feel maybe you want attention, maybe, so I decided to just shut up. I decided to shut up about my business, my sickness, and Emma was there to take me to the psychiatrist or to take me to the GP. He was there. So when Nicole left, he asked me, Jackie, um, we need a certified nurse. And me, I told him that, there's a guy, my shop is here, it's bad manners, my shop is here, but next to my shop there's a pharmacy. And there's a guy called Aloysius, he's so good. He will not shower me, he will not, but he will dispense medicine, he will be there, because these days I fall a lot. I don't know why. It had stopped, but it has come back. And of course, when I'm doing my exercise, he has to be next to me. So he told me, Murete ngambana way. So I brought him, they spoke, they agreed on the price, and I have a certified nurse. He has done what no man has done for me. I also thank, by the way, the children's staff on the side, because I'll call Martin and I'll tell Martin that, Martin, man, I'm going through this, whatever. I'm going through this situation. I'm not looking well. Actually, at the Jason's presentation before their holiday, I walked to him in crutches, and he looked scared. He was like, Jackie, you mean you're doing this badly? Like, you can't walk on your own? I'm like, mm-mm. He said, you're on crutches? I said, yes. I could see he felt bad, the mother of his children. And we've always been friends. I don't do with friends. We've been friends with Martin. And before I know it, he's calling me and telling me, I've put you on medical insurance. I'm like, what? Blessings are coming from all different places. So anyway, after the presentation, Jason goes to Kampala, and I have to get used. People normally ask me, Jackie, how are you going to handle without Jason? Because me and Jason were very, very close. Very, very close. And we are both emotional. So we would scream at each other, argue, but I'll miss him. I'll miss him. And the dad told me he's coming back for the last time, which was a relief for me, Back to Emma. Emma got me a certified nurse who looks after me all day and leaves at 7. He has done so many things. I do not remember the last time I was not paying bills. I don't remember. If I'm at home and the yaka starts, I'm not going to disturb him. If I have the money, I will pay. When I come back, man, When you're used to good things, you put them on the table. So I'll tell him, Emma, I just paid for your car. He'll ask me, hey, how much do you want to him? And I would have put it on your phone. I was like, no, it's okay. I was tired of the noise. And then he'll ask me, how much is it? And I'll tell him and refund the money. He has bought everything. Everything in the house. No lie. Everything in the house. I think because I was alone for quite a while, and of course, the sickness also made me um, alone. When he goes to work and comes back at 7, or even 8, or even 9, I'm no longer that childish Jackie. Why? Mm-mm. I know he is going to make money. Go make it. Come take care of me. You know? He has bills to pay. Now he has a certified nurse to pay. He has this house to take care of. He helped me a lot. And one day, one day you see this sweet Emma of mine. But what Apollo was telling me before I did this podcast and was listening to his voice note is that God never lies. God never lies. God never leaves us nor forsakes us. God is always there for us. Whether we know it or we don't know it, He is. He may close a small door, but He'll open a big door. He is God. He knows. Even before you speak and ask God that, God, I need this, He gives it to you. And I love God. I love God. And I love you guys. I can't say I'll be okay, but I will be strong, as my friend told me to be. I'll be strong. I love you all, and this is Real Talk. Bye.